Good afternoon, evening, whatever it is here. So we have this backwards. Usually what you want to do is put the speaker in the sun and all of the crowd in the shade, and then it's a really short speech. So I may be here for an hour or two. I don't know. Probably not. My name's Elaine Clegg. I am the City Council President Pro Tem. I'm subbing for the mayor because his daughter had an injury to her eye, and he may be here, but he's going to be late. So we thought we would go ahead and get this kicked off. It's just exciting to be here. I grew up not too far from here, down Ustick Road, and it's so fun for me to watch this neighborhood re-engage and re-energize, and that's really what Energize Your Neighborhoods is all about. So a key focus, in fact, of Energize Our Neighborhoods initiative is investing in neighborhoods in ways that bring neighbors together. And I think in this case, it was sort of the other way around. The neighbors got together and then they came to us and said, hey, can you invest in us? And we said, you bet. You're already organized. We're there. So that's why this event particularly is so exciting to me, because the neighborhood really initiated it. They didn't wait for the city to ask them. They came and asked us, and we'd like to see more of that. That's a great thing. We hope that this Ustick in Bloom becomes a long-standing event and not just a one-time thing. I think when neighborhoods can establish annual and, in the summertime, sometimes monthly events, it really does a lot to bring people together. Because that first time you come, everybody kind of wanders in. They're not real sure. Well, next time they go, oh, yeah, we should bring the kids. Everybody had kids there. That's good. Hey, we'll invite our friends next time. So if you do it over and over again, it grows into something much bigger than it would be if it was just that one-time thing. So we're sure hopeful that this beautification project on Ustick Road can help kick off an ongoing, exciting event for this neighborhood. There's lots and lots of people to thank, so I better get started on that. The former West Valley Neighborhood Association president, Dick Menz, and the current president, Jim Saskowski. Are they here, Jim? And thank you. Let's give them a hand. So there's a bunch of folks from the Park Estates HOA membership, especially Judy Herman, Cindy Ritchie, Janie Hawes, and Barbara Bancroft. They all took a major role as well. Are you four all here? All right. Way to go. Way to go. Well, of course it would be the women who do all the work. Sorry, I couldn't not say that. Another really exciting thing about this particular project is that it brought Wells Fargo and a program that they usually spend money in other places, but not here in the Boise Valley, and it brought them into the mix. Don Melendez and his wife happens to work for the city, which is great, and they have $20,000 for an interpretive sign. Don, are you here? Wells Fargo. Well, but we're thanking you, so you can pass it on. How's that? And I see the mayor walking up here. I don't know if he wants me to finish this, and then he can say a few words at the end. How's that? So just to continue the thank yous on our team, Melinda McGoldrick is our Energized Neighborhoods manager. Melinda, where'd you end up? Good job. Our Department of Arts and History did a lot of work on the research. I don't know if anyone's here from Arts and History. And the beautification project came about through a $106,000 neighborhood investment program grant for the landscaping, signage, and public art. So it's a really outstanding example of how a neighborhood can come together and by coming together really get synergy to get more resources than you would get maybe one at a time. So again, thank you, and I'm going to turn it over to the mayor. He can at least say a few words.
Great.
All right. I've covered most of it.
All right. Well, Elaine has thanked everybody, I think, so I will just thank Elaine Clegg, ladies and gentlemen, all the work that she does. Give her a hand, please.
And TJ's here as well, and maybe
TJ Thompson, our other city council member, is also here, does a lot of great work. Anybody else? Any other council members? I don't think so. Oh. Senator Martin, are you here? Wave 2, right back here. Okay, all right. Well, I apologize for being a bit late. We had a little eye injury on the way out, so but everything's fine. But I do want to, in addition to everybody that Elaine thanked, just thank you all. This is such a great program. Energize Our Neighborhood. This is really our second big effort. It really tries to bring our resources focused in one area. And it did some great things in the Vista area, so we're rolling it over to your area and the whole West Valley. And it really is, it's really where the city, where we want to be. You know, it's hard to think of a city in whole. You know, obviously there are things that go across the city, but we like to think about it and work on it and try to bring our resources to the neighborhood level, because that's really what we are, is a whole series of neighborhoods. And if your neighborhood is strong, if all our neighborhoods is strong, our city is so much the better off. And for you all to get out and greet each other and work together and develop that, esprit de corps of the neighborhood, boy, when you aggregate that across the city, you have such a great atmosphere and such a great city. So I can't say enough about what it means for all of you to give up part of your Saturday night to be here. And this Ustick town site in particular is something special. And bit by bit, it's coming along, and we'll try to help do more. So with that, I think we might have a big check to get. Is that right? Is that coming now, or is that later?
Judy Herman, I think, is going to have a few words to say.
All right. Thank you, Elaine. I will introduce Judy Herman. Did you already do this part?
Just Judy, I think, is going to talk.
All right, Judy, come on up. Thank you.
How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I'm not great at public speaking, but I'm going to do my best. I did prepare some remarks. I wanted to share with you how this project came into being from the beginning to where we are now. So just kind of want to read this through. The first seeds were planted of the Ustick Beautification project in 1997, when a few West Valley neighbors met to discuss a plan to honor the history of the village of Ustick. These are the neighbors right here. There were 4 of us, actually. We contacted Tim Woodward at the Idaho Statesman, and he wrote an article about the history of the Ustick town site and our efforts to restore the historical buildings in Ustick before the town site was lost to urban sprawl and development. The project was then adopted by the West Valley Neighborhood Association, and they set out in 1998 to create a site-specific plan to revitalize the old town site of Ustick and the adjacent retail area. Plans were developed, neighborhood meetings were held, and an action plan led to the creation of the West Valley Community Center Plan in 2000. So fast forward now to 2007, when Ustick Road in the townsite area was expanded to 5 lanes. The 2-lane, tree-lined area of Ustick Road that neighbors had come to enjoy as their little bit of country was gone, and the cottonwood trees were gone, and so was the rural feel of the area. What was left of the town site were the historic buildings and the words Ustick Town Site stamped in the sidewalks. Our little group of neighbors banded together again in 2006 to begin the process of revitalizing the neighborhood. Our goals were to honor the agricultural history of Ustick, to inform the public about the historical gem that we have right here in our midst, and to create an area where West Valley residents could connect and have a sense of community. We contacted Boise City Planning and Development, and with the support of Kathleen Lacey and Leon Letson and Dick Mentz and the West Valley Neighborhood Association, we began a 2-year journey to where we are right now. And what a journey it's been. We have met such wonderful folks who have such a strong connection to the history of Ustick and to this town site. Many folks that we've met have gone to the Ustick School. Many farmed the orchards with their families in the town site, and many who own properties in the town site. And we even met the gals from the Ustick Apple Blossom Club that still continue to meet today. So, and our dear friend June Fitzgerald, whose family farmed in the town site, and she's been an invaluable resource and a historian. Thank you, June. We then connected with the University of Idaho School of Landscape Design and Architecture, and we found 2 graduate students, Tyler Chambers and Sarah Sandquist, who showed an interest in our project and worked with our group to develop a pro bono landscape design that West Boise neighbors will enjoy for many, many years to come. I want you to know over 600 volunteer hours went into this project so far. And I also want you to know that this truly is a grassroots project at its best. Grassroots at its best. Very special thank you to a few people. To Cindy Ritchie, to Janie Hawes, and to Barb Bancroft, who doesn't seem to be here. But I want to thank them for being here every step of the way, attending countless meetings, connecting with city resources such as art and history, and lending their passion and their support to this project. A special thanks to Barb Bancroft for developing and maintaining our Ustick Townsite website and Facebook page that kept people informed of the developments along the way. If you're interested, go to www.usticktownsite.org, and there are photos, old historic photos, and a history of this project from the beginning on our website. We would be remiss if we didn't give a special shout out to Leon Letson of Boise City Planning and Development. Where are you, Leon? There he is. Leon shared our passion for this project right from the very, very beginning, and he was patient with all of our requests and sometimes our demands. And Leon, we all had a crush on you by the end of the project. Leon connected our group with Energize Our Neighborhood and Melinda McGoldrick and Nikki Drake, who have had boundless energy and enthusiasm in working with our group. Where's Melinda and Nikki? Great job. We are your biggest fans, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for steering us in the right direction, always. You never refused our phone calls, which was saying something. We also want to thank the mayor for taking time from his busy schedule to tour the town site with us and to get a better understanding of our project goals. And thank you for signing the grant. Really appreciate that. I want you to know we aren't finished. What you see here, the landscaping, is phase 1 of the project. In the future, we look forward to seeing historical interpretive displays, period streetlights, art and sculpture, and hopefully a West Boise farmers market at Redwood Park. I know, that would be really cool. So we invite all of you to get involved in this project in the future. West Valley Neighborhood Association will have a booth at the celebration at Redwood Park where you can come and sign up to get involved in future projects. Our guiding light as we worked through this project was a quote from Margaret Mead, and I want to share it with you. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. We also want to thank the owners of the property for allowing us to set up here for this event. Thanks for coming out to celebrate, and we'll see all of you at Redwood Park.
I hope I'm right this time. It's now big check time. All right. This is Don Melendez from Wells Fargo. Almost gave you a different bank there.
Well,
come on up.
After everything that's been said, I'm going to be really brief. I'm not going to say all these words, although they're really good. They were written by more than one person for me, and I appreciate what they did, but I'm not going to say them all. But I will like to start with 3 ladies I met standing here who lived here, and I won't say how old they are, but they remember when this was all farmland, and they were telling me where they used to live, back-to-back farms, They remember who lived where, and I think that was really terrific. So let's give them a round of applause for showing up today. So let me just start off by saying that on behalf of Wells Fargo and our team members, and we have team members here today, this afternoon, we're grateful for having an opportunity to be part of this. We're also fortunate when we think back, it was mentioned earlier, that we were there supporting the first Energized Neighborhood project in Vista, which we believe is still going strong, and again, we're grateful to be part of that. And not just because the mayor is here or the mayor pro tem's here, I would like to recognize and really say what vision, what planning, what they give back to making Boise the most livable city, the entire city in the United States. They were able to coalesce resources to enact change in targeted neighborhoods throughout the program. As well, Wells Fargo works constantly to identify and address critical needs in our Idaho communities through philanthropic giving, program grants, and volunteerism. So, last year, Wells Fargo was lucky enough to bring down payment assistance help for Idaho homeowners through our Wells Fargo Neighborhood Lift program. Lift has been exceedingly important catalyst for home ownership. Starting in 2012, Wells Fargo has been able to provide down payment assistance that allowed 17,500 individuals to become home owners in 57 different communities. I don't have music. That was the music. That was the drum roll there. So here in Idaho, Wells Fargo did our first statewide lift program, and we started in June of 2017 with homeowner fairs in Boise and in Pocatello. We brought in $3.5 million for down payment assistance, and this is a good thing. I'm happy to say all the money is used. We have been able to place 320 people into homes, and our last home closes in August. So I think it's been a fantastic, successful program. So, we're getting close to the check. Hold on here. Working with the City of Boise and the West Valley Neighborhood Association, we were able to provide something we call a Lift the Block grant to support revitalization and contribute to the city's Energize Our Neighborhood initiative. And it's just not about the dollars. For those of you who haven't seen the park, a group of our team volunteers from Wells Fargo worked in the rain, I understand, yesterday. We call them the Green Team. They came out to help get the park ready for today's party. If you haven't seen it, it looks really nice. So it's about volunteerism, and we're happy to help. We are honored to be here and honored to be part of the bigger team effort to revitalize and serve our Boise communities. Now, Jane, I would like to present this $20,000 check to the neighborhood. Ow, that hurt. Energize Our Neighborhood Ustick. And lastly, I would just like to thank you for letting us be involved. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Boy, we love the big checks, but this is a great one. And notice that it's to Ustick. It'll be put in the right spot. We'll make sure of that. Thank you all so much. I'm looking for the next move. I think we're probably done. We're headed this way. Let the games begin. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's keep at this and make this an even better neighborhood with all your help. Thank you very much.